Welcome to another episode of the Riff Table Arcade. This is some guy known as FighterXaos. I haven't been on in a while.
Oh my god, man! It's like you're back. Oh my god, I'm so glad to hear your voice, man.
You know, most of the listeners are probably going, "Oh my god, he's alive."
Yeah, he's been gone making he's been gone making his comic.
Yeah, exactly. Is he even done with that? I wrote 2 scripts out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad, right?
No, it's not bad. But it must be a lot of work to try to stay focused, or whatever.
Oh god, is it ever?
Yeah.
Especially with my brain, I try.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I have to shut everything off for me to write, because I get distracted by anything.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that blue car!
I'm the same way too.
I'm kind of the same way too.
Here.
I'm same way too, especially when I try to, work on my projects and stuff because of work and all. After I get off work, that's when I'm really tired, and then I just kind of, hit
exactly. That's another thing. Like when you're doing, like with me, I have a lot of errands I do.
Mm-hmm.
And like with me, I'm like, okay, I finally got time to.
Yeah. But there are times when I actually do get something done.
Exactly, which is how I got those 2 scripts done, and there's times where finally it all comes together.
Yeah, exactly. But by the way, guys, just so you know, I am Double RPG.
And I'm 16-bit Jeff.
So sorry we didn't get to have our good buddy Jerry introduce us at the beginning there, but hey, better late.
I'll get to it.
Oh, you were gonna get to it? Okay. Sorry.
I think we're just jumping the gun because we just decided that he's back for once in a very long time.
Oh god, no kidding.
It's like, oh, what we're gonna do? Oh god, hey Jerry, hello, hi. Oh man, that was bad.
Man.
But by the way, as I introduce, I might as well, and you guys introduce yourselves. I'm gonna introduce what we're talking about. We're still on our road to E3.
Yes, we are.
Isn't as glamorous as our road to WrestleMania, but what are you gonna do?
So you know,
at least we don't have John Cena, I guess.
And like I said, at least there was. Hey, look at the price. At least there were no Jimmy's involved.
No Jimmy's being rustled.
Undertaker's winning streak was rigged, thanks to Mr. Lesnar and Paul Heyman.
Actually, no. You know who was the real culprit?
What?
Old Man McMahon.
Oh, jeez, really?
I need more money.
I don't know how that went down. If it was before the match or during the match. All I know is, I know Taker suffered a concussion during the match.
Yeah.
And he was knocked out. He was actually wrestling unconscious. And he said he doesn't even remember the match when the match was over and he went for medical care.
Damn.
He's like, "Do you remember being in a match?" He goes, "I was in a match." but we're here to talk about the E3 third-party games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to talk about what I think, and of course you guys too. Hopefully Paul joins us, like you said.
Well, we'll just have to see if he does or not.
Yep.
Now, to go off the record here, this is probably, it could end up being our shortest or longest episode, but I'm betting it's going to be the shortest out of our Road to E3 series.
Not much has been
confirmed.
We haven't been getting much bait here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a whole lot's been talked about from the third-party side about what's going to appear at E3. I mean, we do know that there are some games that are possibly going to be shown, like even during the big press conferences and even the ones based on the third parties, but we just haven't really heard that much. Like, what news are we going to hear from Capcom or Konami, even though we don't really care much about them anymore based on their...
I heard Konami's not even going to do a thing, are they?
Nope, they're not doing a pre-E3 stream like they did last year.
Something we'll talk about at the end of this episode is about, speaking of streaming, we'll give a little bit out. We're not going to throw the whole thing out, but anyways.
Because what's the only thing that's keeping Konami alive? Are pretty much just 2 things: Metal Gear and Pro Evolution Soccer.
Yeah.
And their pachinko slot machines at, at casinos.
Just like saying, okay, pachinko slot machines.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they got besides KOF 13.
Or is it patchy slot machines where they have those videos playing
Yeah,
on the...
patch slot. Yeah, which. Oh my God, SNK saying they had a new Fatal Fury game and it turned out to be patchy slot.
Oh,
God.
here's me raising a huge big middle finger to that.
Just kind of like how I currently feel about Marvel, huh?
Oh yeah.
But anyways,
you should have. Yeah, you should have heard
God,
Jeff before we got started about how infuriated he is with Marvel right now.
Oh yeah.
I would have been a good Ikari cast.
Oh yeah, I would have, but it's just like, just to say, if you do follow my Facebook, just basically say that what they're planning to do right now, they just lost me as a consumer.
Tweet it out. Maybe
Yeah.
you'll get some attention. But first off, about this topic, first thing I gotta ask, we mentioned how there's not a lot that we know, or that there's not even much rumors.
No.
And my first question to you guys is something me and Jeff talked about off camera. I'll ask you guys to get back on track. Do you like not knowing going into E3 what's going to happen?
Sometimes I like it better with the element of surprise, but at the same time I would like to know at least what games are actually going to appear on the show floor.
So, Double R, so you're saying like you like surprise, but you to an extent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a controlled amount. Like, okay, I don't know what they're gonna show, but I do know that I should at least expect this.
Yeah, exactly.
How about you, Jeff? Do you like complete surprise, or do you like
Jeff? Oops. Hello?
I think he left.
No, I'm here.
Oh, what do you think based on what Jerry had to say?
Do you like total surprise or some surprise, or no surprise at all?
I'm surprised in a really good way. The reason why I'm saying this is because it's at least controlled. We kind of suppose we know what's going on there, but we don't know what's really going to be shown. Like, for example, Bethesda.
No,
We'll go more to this later, but I'm just bringing up an example. Like, Bethesda, we know they're going to show...
And there's the crickets.
more controlled and more streamlined, you know what I mean?
So you like Kyle, a little bit of surprise, but not total out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going back to what we were talking about for the majority of last episode. I really do like leaks, but at the same time I really don't, because it ruins the surprise and the ambience of what E3 should be, you know what I mean?
Right.
When you really think about leaks, it makes you understand and realize, is it worth having an E3 still? Even just for spectacle, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It also makes it less fun. I remember like when last year we knew so much, the actual conferences didn't feel as fun.
Oh yeah.
Now going on now here's the fun part, right?
Okay.
All right. Speaking of Bethesda, that was actually going to be my first thing. It's like I believe we know they're going to show something. Prediction, probably not Fallout 4. I think that's safe to say.
Yeah, probably not. But I think we can.
Not even a new Elder Scrolls, unless it's DLC for Elder Scrolls Online.
Possibly, but I'm thinking we do know for a fact that they will be shown off 2 games there, and that is the recently announced Battlecry, as well as more information about The Evil Within, because that's coming out this year.
Yeah, that's true, but speaking of Bethesda, I think they're going to show over stuff too. Like, for example, where the hell is Prey 2? Especially if, and Jerry, you know what I'm talking about, that whole controversy that happened last year in regards to how they respectively reclines to how they truly feel about the press.
Oh, God!
Yeah, I do think Prey...
Oh,
like,
no.
you know, seriously, I do think this year is going to be the year they reintroduce Prey 2.
That was hilarious.
It was, yes it was, but at the same time it's
Well, what
highly
they call the
disrespectful.
press.
It was only 50-50.
Oh, no. I'm not saying it was good. That was messed up, but...
Yeah, that really was. But back
But
into
wow,
topic.
that name they came up with.
Oh, yeah. Into perspective, I do think they're going to reintroduce Prey 2, whether it's in the same ideal or what this 3 structure is going to be behind Arcane. They really are the developer of it. I do see a current gen version, at least, of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim being announced for both Xbox One and PS4.
I forgot about that. I gotta change that. I said I don't think anything Elder Scrolls Online. I agree. I gotta add to agree with you that I agree that
You honestly believe that?
Yes.
Before I didn't, and before like people were saying no, there's no way, but now, especially thinking about how much closer to the PC version the current consoles are. Maybe it's possible that they could. Oh, do you want to see how it looks like when the PC version could play on high graphics?
Not that, but when you look at both camps from both Sony and
Maybe
Microsoft,
some of those mods can be available for us. I don't know.
these both consoles are how many old? Like 4 or 5 months now?
Yes.
At maximum best. How many re-releases from last generation have we seen currently? Almost all of them. So it's bound to happen. Like that's the feeling of fear that I'm having at the moment, that we're going to see a more abundance of HD releases more this generation than we saw last. And that's sometimes a good thing, like we just talked about Elder Scrolls, Skyrim for both PS4 and Xbox One. But at the same time, that could be a bad thing too, because of how of an old flux it could be if they keep pushing it forward. You know what I mean?
So you might think that they're going to release Elder Scrolls V Skyrim like a complete edition with all the DLC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have that for the PS3, but boy, would it run so much better on the PS4.
Oh yeah, it would run silky smooth on PS3 or a PS4.
And Xbox One, because it's actually more in line with the PC requirements for ultra or high settings. You know. So, how about you, Kyle? Bethesda.
Bethesda has.
Or did you already say that?
Yeah, you said it right. Bethesda, I don't know. They really haven't been my cup of tea when it comes to games. But I do respect that they are a really good quality developer in this day and age. But, but if there was one thing that I'm actually, kind of intrigued to learn more about, then it's The Evil Within by Shinji Mikami. Because I have been a fervent follower of Shinji Mikami's games, even, from like the days of the Super Nintendo with Aladdin and Goof Troop when he was with Konami.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was like his first big game over at Konami, right?
Konami, Capcom.
Capcom.
Yeah, that was like one of his those were like two of his breakthrough games, especially with Goof Troop. That got him into some fame somewhat before the mass hysteria known as Resident Evil, before it pretty much is, in its current stage right now. But I really enjoyed his most recent works, especially with even after Resident Evil 4. I really enjoyed some of the games he worked on, like God Hand on the PS2 and Vanquish that was on the PS3 and 360. And I'm really curious to know how he's going to end off his role as a director with The Evil Within, because he wants to try to bring back the survival horror roots in video games that has been stagnated for quite some time now.
It's a good thing you did emphasize on that, because he did announce when it was still known as Project Y, it was announced that this would be his final directorial gig. Like, flat out. And here's the thing. I'm with you, Kyle. Like, that's the game I'm most anticipated to see more of, third-party wise, because I've been having a problem with Resident Evil ever since 4, even when he was still part of the series. Not because it was a bad game, it's just, to me, it didn't feel like an actual, legit Resident Evil experience. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and we talked about this before.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that it's a bad game. That does not make it a bad game. It's just, to me, experience as inside the IP, it didn't really feel like an actual, legit continuation. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like an actual evolution to some degree.
Right.
That being said, 4 was great, 5 was... 6 was...
Oh, look, it's a Michael Bay film. Resident Evil, Michael Bay edition.
There you go, that's what 5 and 6 was. But back to the point, I'm really excited to see more what Shinji is cooking up for in regards to The Evil Within. Especially, I'd like to see this do great, because so far, what we see Watch Dogs and these other new IPs, I'm really glad to see, unlike last generation, that new IPs are doing way, way better sales-wise.
You know, it kind of also makes me wonder, too. With Bethesda, do you think they're possibly going to be releasing an PS4 or an Xbox One remaster of, like, Dishonored?
It would be smart, since we did bring up just now with Skyrim. I think for them it would be a smart move. But here's one thing I can see happening too.
What?
With how Machine Games has done a wonderful revival in regards to Wolfenstein with the New Order, and how well it's been doing good, like sales-wise. Like, if you look at the sales over in Europe, it is the second biggest title in the UK this year so far. It's right behind freaking Titanfall. With how well it's doing, I will not be surprised if we see a small conceptual teaser. It's like a small teaser announcing Wolfenstein 2, like a new Wolfenstein done by Machine Games. I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
And you know what? I would not mind one bit.
But from Bethesda's case, I really don't know, and I really doubt that we're going to be seeing Doom 4 in its full glory.
I do think we'll be seeing a demo. I agree with you, but we'll at least see a demo of the not the multiplayer, but single player.
Well, I was saying I really don't think we're going to be seeing Doom 4 unless they, pull all the punches this year and actually show it.
Well, see, that's the thing. I think they will, because let's face facts, and Jerry, you can attest to this. There's been absolutely no good word from id from the last couple of years, ever since they joined Bethesda, right?
Right.
Like, ever since they released Rage, like, I'm not saying the quality went down, but ever since they released Rage, and what's been going on with John Carmack Sleeve, and what's been even worse going on with the whole he said, she said BS with both Bethesda GameWorks, ZeniMax, and Oculus VR, that they're in a point that they're, that whole lawsuit that's going on.
Right.
I want Doom 4 to be good. Don't get me wrong. I want this to be the redemption that it desperately needs. But I'm sorry, at this point, I hate to say this, I really do. But I have no faith in it. I really do.
Who's the last person in id that probably gives a damn about keeping the company on its toes? Probably no one. I think it's just a former shell. I think it's a shell of its former self, of what it used to be. But other than that, I really don't have anything else on Bethesda's side that I'm...
yeah, I know. Let's move on here. I got something quick fire at you, alright?
Okay.
Alright, so the following games, if you think they're going to be there, and quick fire, meaning only for the interest of time, because I don't know how much longer I can stay on.
Oh, okay. No, understandable.
But alright, a quick fire at you. And some of these we know are going to be here. First one is not even on this list. I'm looking at a certain list here, but one that isn't even, I don't even see on this list, but came to my mind. Guilty Gear Xrd.
Oh, Xrd? I do believe it's going to be shown this year at E3, because it is getting close to its release in Japan. Or it's already released in arcades in Japan, but for its home console counterpart, I believe we are going to at least see something from Axis Games.
Yeah, and all of that, but didn't Axis Games just officially confirm that's coming over stateside?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, as of yesterday.
Yeah,
so,
it should be coming out later this year, as I...
Yeah, so obviously we're going to see more of it, so yeah, it's...
Staying on the Axis tip, this game actually had a demo, so I think you guys will say yes, it'll be there. X-Blaze Code Embryo for the Vita and PS3.
Yes, it is.
Now, here's one I haven't heard a crap about, so I'm not sure. My opinion on this game, and ask you about before I ask you guys, is I'm not sure if it'll be there. I think we'll get a glimpse yet again, but no solid info. The Monolith Project game for Wii U X. What do you guys think?
Yes, we are going to see it.
Oh, okay.
They did confirm, and I do think this is going to be a full unveiling.
Well, that made me look stupid.
It's alright, dude. No, it's alright. You've been out of the loop.
Yeah, but Monolith...
It says no here on this list. So.
But Monolithsoft's a first-party developer for Nintendo, so it doesn't really count for third-party, in a sense.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. It's third-party. Right.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh. Okay, stay on a third-party tip. Atlas Games. What do you think Atlas is going to show there?
Persona 5.
I don't think we'll see much. I think we'll see more realistically the fighter.
The fighter, yeah.
Oh, Persona.
Ultimax.
Oh yeah, Ultimax or whatever it is.
I think that it's not impossible that 5 won't show because it comes out this year in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, that's also why I think it probably won't show because
They're gonna
it's
save it for
put
TGS.
in Japan.
Probably will.
How
Yeah.
about you, Jeff? You think Ultimax will show?
Yeah, that's a more realistic choice because Persona 5, I can see Atlas. Well, let's all be realistic about this. Sega saving that for TGS.
And there really isn't that much from Atlas that's shown on the list. Since they've been more the grassroots type, which I've mentioned in the past.
Is Danganronpa Atlas or?
Wow, that's a good question. I don't.
Because it's so darn close to Persona. It's
Yeah.
like the style of the game.
No, it's
like,
Nipponichi Software.
oh, it's NIS.
Yeah, NIS.
Which is my okay. So what do you think NIS is going to show besides? I already said
probably the PS Vita port of Disgaea 4.
I was gonna say that too. So yeah, it's kind of good
What do you
enough
think-
me and you were seeing eye to eye on that.
Fairy
Yeah.
Fencer F as well.
So, oh, probably. Now here's one that's going to be a little fun. Keep in mind, I don't know how long I'll stay, but Capcom. Now, Ultra Street Fighter 4 aside, because that comes out before E3 even starts.
Oh, it
What do
comes
you
out
think they're
next
gonna
week.
show there? Comes out June 5th.
Oh, okay.
I was like to call him here Capsapom.
Capsapon.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
It's a good thing you bring that up because there's been a lot of rumors saying that they're going to announce something exclusive third-party wise for either Microsoft's Xbox One or PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a little thing that I like to throw out at theory. They are going to announce an exclusive, but 2 IPs for 2 of the respective consoles. Like they're going to announce an IP exclusive for PlayStation 4 and an IP exclusive for Xbox One.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense,
does.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
Business-wise, you know.
Now here's the thing, in regards to which
it's,
one. Here's the
June
thing.
4th is when Ultra comes out, not even 5th.
Thank you for the
And that's enough from you. Had enough, punk?
For the what?
All right.
Need a download for $15.
Now, here's the question. Which of these exclusives will be announced for both parties?
I'm
I
thinking.
think I have the answer. PS4, it could be either Darkstalkers 4, or a more realistic one, Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah.
Xbox One, I know Phil Spencer, brushed this off earlier on Twitter like a month ago, but he may be sidestepping it so they can unveil it. Either a reboot of Dino Crisis, or flat out Resident Evil 7 exclusive for Xbox One. Because people tend to forget, Resident Evil 4 won't become Resident Evil won't become exclusive for Microsoft. Did you see how well, and I'm not being a fanboy, I'm just saying that if you saw the sales, did you see how well Dead Rising 3 did, even for the Xbox One, where it was still, highly venomized in regards to like how big people hated it when it first came out. It did really good, so I wouldn't be surprised if Resident Evil 7 was an exclusive game for Microsoft. And it wasn't the first time. Resident Evil 4 was originally an exclusive for GameCube, so it wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft Capcom went that route again, you know what I mean?
But here's the question, though. I mean, considering where Resident Evil, how it's still a multi-platform series, would that actually be in the best interest to do so?
See, maybe it will. It really goes to how much Microsoft will put forward, financially, and I think they would. Like, financially wise, I think Microsoft would put a lot of funds towards Resident Evil 7.
Well,
I don't know, but
because I'm kind of 50-50 on that, because I don't...
No, I can understand. I can understand.
Because I don't
Resident Evil's
think...
so big, I don't
that
know.
just doesn't sound realistic to me, that's all.
especially Sony's like, it started on our platform, they'd fight for it.
Mhm.
But at the same
But true.
time, it did start off on Saturn too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but Sega doesn't have a console.
But I get what you're saying. Like, it both started on Sony and Sega respectively, but it was more recognized as a PlayStation property. I get what you're saying.
Well, well, only because PlayStation's still around.
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
That too. And even with Dino Crisis, even before
Too high a price.
Dino Crisis 3 came about and just totally shattered the franchise.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Here's one I gotta ask. Is that all for Capcom?
For me, I don't think
okay.
Kyle had any say because it was just me.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left from Capcom that comes to my mind.
All right,
Unless,
so my next, go ahead.
unless if they, I'm kind of being kind of hopeful for this, but I could be mistaken. But I'm honestly believing that at E3 this year, they're possibly going to be unveiling their next Devil May Cry game.
You know what? That is a possibility, and that could be for exclusive PlayStation because there was a recent trademark for Devil May Cry. So you're probably on the money, Colin.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I remember Capcom saying that they're probably going to be pushing out a Devil May Cry game at least every 2 to 3 years.
And this was before the 2013 reboot came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's it, 2012? Either which way.
2013 reboot, yes.
Okay. And I do think it is Darkstalkers 4 that there's still a possibility because, oh no, yeah, he's a jokester, but he did recently say on Twitter to a Twitter user that, if I recall correctly, and this was his words, if I recall correctly, Darkstalkers, quote, is not dead, end quote.
No.
All right. So
It's bad,
I
but
forgot
it's
the
fine.
next. I forgot the next.
Oh, I forgot another thing from Capcom.
Uh-huh.
Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate.
Oh, that's definitely gonna. Oh yeah, Wii U, right?
That's a big Wii U.
No, that's just only for 3DS.
No, but I can also
3DS?
hear a Wii U be
They,
announced too.
oh
Wasn't
god,
there
they gotta release a Wii U version. There's no way they should just sit on just a portable version because because Monster Hunter, it needs all the console loving it could get. And Monster Hunter 3
sell
Ultimate,
some Wii U's, man.
that would sell
RP.
Wii U's. And I know people like Paul and me and K-Wing and Pro Jared, they would be excited to get something like that.
And I gotta say right now too, I would. I didn't tell you guys this, but I actually got Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate recently for the Wii U, and I've been loving that.
Oh,
I played the demo
really?
and I liked it.
And you are not that big into Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Monster Hunter fan, but I respect it. You know what I mean?
Oh wow. Well, you and I, well, you know, we're gonna have to have ourselves some online co-op play. You, me, and Paul.
I forgot the next company I was going to mention, so I'm just going to go to the first person I see.
Okay.
I forgot who I was going to ask you guys about next, but now Warner Brothers, DC games. You think there's going to be, because Batman, I know is going to be there.
Yeah,
so,
I know Arkham Knight's gonna be there for sure.
But do you think there's going to be any surprises?
There could be. There could be, because let's face facts. They just announced Batman 3 Beyond Golf for cross-platform.
Oh yeah, Lego Batman, the new
Yeah.
Lego Batman. Oh man, that.
Do you think there might be something that could, not necessarily an adaptation style game, but something similar to cash in on these movies and TV shows?
I'm hoping out of all odds, I think the realistic answer to that is going to be a Justice League tie-in game because, let's face facts, the upcoming Batman Superman movie is basically a prelude to that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did a game adaptation based on the Arrow TV series.
I was going to bring that up, but I'm complete opposite. You like to see out of the blue, I don't see it happening, but I would love an announcement of a Flash game.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? We'll probably see the first bits and pieces of the sequel to Injustice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but that actually,
Probably.
that's tricky. Like a little teaser, yes, but at the same time, you know, we're going to go into this later. Actually, no, we can go into this now because we're in WB, but
Yes.
there's that big announcement supposedly that Ed Boon in the next couple days is going to announce Mortal Kombat 10.
Mm-hmm.
I can see a teaser happening,
Do you
but
think Mortal Kombat is going to be just trailer or something?
I think MK10 has been more in development longer than we think, and also I think that's the main priority now than Injustice 2 is.
Do you think so? If it's been in development as long as you think,
I
Maybe-
think we'll see some gameplay.
You guys, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. See, that's what I want to hear. Just go crazy with the predictions. No, seriously, that's gonna be my last thing I'm gonna ask.
Well, we'll probably see some. We'll probably see some more on Mad Max, and I know Jeff's going to be happy about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's too bad. It's too bad it's been delayed to 2015.
Oh well. And then, of course, we'll see another Lord of the Rings game, Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor.
That I'm actually excited for. I want to see more of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I've always been a huge fan of Monolith ever since I first played
Oh, Monolith Studios.
No One Lives Forever. Yeah, been a huge fan of theirs ever since I played both Blood and No One Lives Forever.
All right. There's probably a possibility. Oh, there is confirmation that The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is going to be there too.
Yeah.
Well, going into that, well, then should I ask about Bandai Namco now?
Sure.
You mean
well,
Bamco?
Or
no.
as our friends, as one of our friends, Neo, on the
Banco.
on the MAHQ Mecha Talk podcast says, Bamco Namdai.
Hey, I was
Yeah,
close
Neo,
enough, so.
I'm not letting go of that one. I'm sorry.
Banco Namdai.
Or
Here's-
is it Namkai Bamdo? I forget what it is. It's funny.
It's either one. Or it's
Funny,
weekend,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
A real sick one, and I hope and pray they got us announced. Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
That was the first one.
That was the first thing I was going to say too. They have. We don't know how long that game has been in development. They at least have got to show something at E3 this year.
You want to know how long it probably has been in development for?
Probably for 4 years. Or
I like
3
to
years.
say since 2008, because when you think about it, it was originally announced back in 2010.
Well, that's
And
true.
Usually, games are announced 2 years after they initially start development, so it had to start initially back in 2008. So
Yeah,
from
I
2008
guess.
to now, that's a long time.
I would probably...
So, yeah?
On my end, I would probably say... we'll probably see the first bits of the localization of Tales of Exilia 2 on the PS3, as well as some little bits and pieces of Tales of Hearts R for the PS Vita.
Yep.
there's a game that I think that will be shown. I forgot the name of it already, but it's an arena fighter. Totally new IP that's kind of like Anarchy Reigns and the Gundam fighting game.
Rise of something. It was for PT only, right?
Yeah.
And it consists of former ex-developers of Soul Calibur and Tekken, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking.
Yeah, that will expect. I think we'll see. I don't think. I think Tekken Cross Street Fighter is probably the one that's closer to being actually released sooner. So I think that's a safe bet. Tekken 7, I think, might just be a trailer or something. I don't know. If at all.
You know, just a quick update. You know what I forgot to mention
What?
for a prior entry in regards to Capcom that I
What?
could see being announced?
What?
Professor Lightning Cross,
Ace Attorney.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's got to be a given. And we'll probably see like the first trailer of the North American localization with its own voice cast.
And since they're Bandai Namco, some sort of anime game. Naruto, Dragon Ball, something.
Oh yeah, we do know that there is a new Dragon Ball game in development.
That's right. Yes, there is. And from what I showed Jeff, I haven't been excited for a Dragon Ball game in a while. And this is okay, a long time.
You're in the same boat as me, because the last game I liked was 2003.
Yeah. So, but when I saw screenshots, I got kind of excited because I saw what might be something that me and Jeff talked about when we talked about Dragon Ball games. It's like, can we please get like an original story? You know?
Uh-huh.
It looks like this might let you do that.
You know what? That is weird because they've been doing that for years in regards to Naruto tie-in games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we do know that there is a new Ultimate Ninja Storm game called Revolution that's coming out.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go.
Now, is that cross-gen or is it last-gen only?
Last gen only.
So both Naruto and Dragon Ball we'll probably see at E3.
We'll probably see another couple of One Piece games as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Monkey D. Luffy, looking for the One Piece, yo!
Why? Actually, you know what's? It's funny you bring up One Piece because the Musou games. That was one I liked, and I'm not a huge fan of Naruto, but I can see Naruto working so much with the
Games
Naruto
are actually
series.
fun though. Like,
Well-
remember you came to my house and I was like, "Dude, you want to play Naruto?" You're like, "You sure?" And I'm like, "Dude, you'll like it." You're like, "Dude,
I
this
can
is
only,
actually pretty good."
you know, Jeff, I can only see it working one way, and that would be, well, for Naruto's case, is that if they do it based on, like, the Shinobi World Wars or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, or just make a new story like they have with the previous titles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Which
guess.
is what I'm not, I mean, there's nothing confirmed that says there will be an original story for the Dragon Ball game, but
It would be nice for once.
I'm excited for it because it's not like Toriyama did do it before for the old 8-bit era
Yeah.
Dragon Ball game.
No, not
Why-
like that, but before.
Why can't he do it now?
And it's good for you to bring it up because even before that too, when Bamco owned the license, when it was still Atari, didn't he have involvement with Super Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, I think so.
He designed a new
He designed a new skin for Mecha Frieza in a more metallic
Yep.
form.
which I still have that game because that's my favorite one.
Which I like to clarify is the only fighter I've liked in that franchise. So.
Yeah, I know, right? That's because it's made by X Street Fighter.
Well, granted,
And I also like to see. Oh, continue.
I said granted, I like that game, but I actually do like Budokai 3 more.
What are you working on?
I like Budokai 3 a lot too.
I
'cause
think
it
we're
plays
saying
well.
post Budokai.
Oh, post Budokai,
But-
yes.
Yeah.
No, that one is my favorite.
Yeah.
Like Super. I like Super more than Budokai 3 because of the gameplay, but I like Budokai 3 because it had good gameplay and
It has really
it's my
good high
second-
replay value, basically.
it's my second favorite, basically.
Yeah.
Budokai 3 is my second favorite. Super, like, why? Because Super may not have had as much content, but I just like the gameplay more.
And it's funny you bring it up, Jerry, too, because that's one thing I desperately agree with you. Because if there's one thing, even going back to the original Budokai and now with the recent fighting games, I hate that they retell the whole arcs, and I mean arcs of both Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. We've seen this done so many times. Would it hurt to have, I don't know, a new story?
That's
I mean, you
exactly.
have vast potential. I mean, we just got one last year with Battle of Z.
That's why we're glad that even at the hint that there's an original story in this new one.
Oh, cool.
But okay, now that
Will
is
it
there
be?
anything else?
Well, I was going to say, will it be that Bardock actually manages to go into the future and actually see his son for once, and actually team up with his son to actually take down a very new threat that will actually threaten the entire universe? That'd be
fun-
awesome.
Speaking of, like, is there anything else on that?
Oh,
one?
I will say, I will
got a
say,
little anecdote.
I will say this, but I want to be hopeful, even though it's probably not going to happen. But I would like to see, on the handheld side, that we see the sequel to Attack of the Saiyans.
Yo.
Oh my God, yes.
Yo. I'm the complete opposite, but I definitely agree with you. Since I want to see, like you guys, more diversity in genres. I know this game is atrocious, and I agree with a lot of people how crap it is. But I would like to see another attempt in an action RPG. Like the idea of Dragon Ball Sagas was good. The problem was the development. That's it. That was
you
it.
mean-
But I like to see another attempt of Sagas at least.
Or
But
like
done
another attempt
right.
of, Legacy of Goku, basically? Or,
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
well, you know, Legacy of Goku done right with the second game, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
So I got a little anecdote. There actually are Dragon Ball games with the original story. Of course, they're only in Japan and only for 3DS. They're called Dragon Ball Heroes, and it's a card game.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice going, Bamco.
Why can't we get that card game? Would be super popular here. Why isn't that over here?
Why couldn't we get Ultimate Butoden? Based on,
Oh yeah,
based
Wasn't
on
that
Dragon Ball
3DS?
Kai or whatever.
or,
Yeah.
or DS or whatever. But
Here's the thing, Bamco likes to piss us off. You know how they like to piss off the freaking Splathouse franchise fans, right?
God,
Well,
I
I
remember
know-
when he brought that over my house, and then he told me there's not gonna be. I was like, what?
Well, we'll just brace yourself for some frickin' carpentry, my friend. But one thing that Banco, Namdai, or just Namco has really pissed me off about is still not that Western or US re-release of Tales of Vesperia, PS3 version.
Now, before I go to the next one, which is going to be really easy to talk about,
Okay.
do you think Namco Bandai has anything besides those Tales of or anime or Tekken?
You know what?
What?
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another Ace Combat.
True.
There was. Okay. How about you, Kyle?
That's a really good question. Do you think there's a possibility that we might see a new Ridge Racer?
I actually hope so.
I do too.
Because every time there's a new console, there's a Ridge Racer.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Right? For PS4,
Yeah.
I think.
Exactly.
Now, my next developer is easy to talk about. EA.
Oh boy.
Since they're so they don't hold any surprises anymore.
No.
Well, they did say they were going to announce like it was like from 7 to 8 new games this year.
Yeah. Madden, FIFA, Madden.
yeah.
Where's my Mutant League football at? My reboot
But,
or Mutant League hockey?
Here's two that it's here's two that the EA had owned, and I'd like to see Mass Effect and Dragon Age.
Yes, I'm thinking.
Maybe we'll see those.
We'll probably see the first bits of Mass Effect 4 at E3 this year.
Yeah, I think we'll see more of Mass Effect, like the first showing of it.
Now, do you think it'll be a teaser or trailer, or like a?
I would say probably
fleshed out
teaser
trailer?
because they're probably still in development with Dragon Age Inquisition right now. That they wouldn't be able to work fully with Mass Effect 4 at the moment.
But at the same time, we really don't know. Like, maybe they went the route of like what Naughty Dog did. Maybe they do have a 2-team structure now over at BioWare.
Probably.
Possible. I don't know.
But and as for Dragon Age, how close to completion do you think it'll be when it shows?
It's coming out in October, so.
Oh, well, okay. I did not know that either.
One thing I'm actually looking forward to from EA is actually what they're cooking up for their new Star Wars Battlefront game.
Finally, eh?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a new Battlefront since, what, PSP era?
Not only that, but it's funny you bring that franchise up because I want to see what other IPs they're working on, because there's one being done by Visceral that has the creative director of Uncharted, Amy Hannon.
Uh-huh.
Who's also writing the story, which has to be a revival Star Wars 1313. I really think that's my prediction. That's my prediction of that.
Yeah.
But I also think that BioWare is going to... See, that's the thing. It's for that other surprise that BioWare was going to announce, it's either Mass Effect or that RPG they're working inside the Star Wars universe.
Do you think there's possibly a chance they might announce Battlefield 5 this year?
No,
Some people
because,
think they will, though.
No, they won't, because Visceral is doing the development of Battlefield this year. It was already leaked.
And they're
Oh.
working on... Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting.
Some people think they are, though.
Yeah.
Battlefield Hardline. That's not 5, though.
Yeah, but that's the one that Visceral's doing, and it's interesting because they're going for like more like a cops and robbers approach to Battlefield.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The EA's got all these other Star Wars games, and The Sims that's a thing. Do you think they'll focus on that too much?
Sims.
Is The Sims still what it used to be, where it was huge by casual and
It still kind of is, even though how lackluster I think the series has become. I still think it's a popular one. Since we're talking about EA, the one I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm really more excited to see more of,
What?
since it's coming out next year, obviously. Mirror's Edge 2.
I was
Oh, yeah.
ask about that one. No,
Wait a minute.
So you do believe it's going to be there? How about
isn't
you,
the new
Kyle?
Isn't the new Mirror's Edge essentially a remake? Or
It's
is-
weird. They're saying it's a remake, but they're saying it's a part 2.
They're saying, no, from what I've heard, it's a prequel to the first game.
Oh, okay.
But how about you, Kyle? Jeff thinks it'll be there. How about you?
I'm thinking that we'll see more on Mirror's Edge 2, I do believe. But as far as EA goes, what do you think the possibility of seeing something new out of NFL Blitz or NBA Jam?
Well, you know what?
I
We really
wish.
don't know. It's funny you
love-
bring it up
I love
because we
those
really
games.
don't know the new contract that NFL has did with EA, because maybe they did a new contract, but maybe it's not
So-
exclusive.
So here's asking that. Well,
That's
you
the thing
said
I'm
that
hoping.
with what Jeff just said. I'm gonna say that could be one of the surprises up their sleeve.
You know what I really would like to see? A new game based on SSX after the PS3 and Xbox 360 version.
It would be surprised, and if I recall correctly, didn't the 2012 reboot did good sales-wise?
Yeah, I think so.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they're working on. And
yeah, and
it's
I know for a fact that they're not going to be introducing or mentioning anything new on Need for Speed, because I think they're taking a break this year with that franchise.
Yeah, they are. They officially did say they're taking a break this year, and it's going to come back next year. But it's funny. I'm not a huge sports fan, but there's two sports I do like that EA does yearly, and that's both FIFA Soccer and AHL Hockey. And I'm really excited to see this year's iteration of NHL, because this is going to be the first full year that they actually utilize the current gen consoles for both Xbox One and PS4.
Okay.
I know that's weird to say, like a gamer actually likes sports games. Yeah.
Okay. But other than
Shocking,
that,
huh?
yeah. But other than that, I can't really.
You're off this group. No, just kidding.
I can't really think of anything else from EA's side.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to another fun one.
Okay.
Ubisoft.
Since we
How
already
about
got
you, Kyle?
since we already got Watch Dogs out of the way, I think their big focus is going to be Assassin's Creed Unity and the Division.
I know you want it.
But I would like to be hopeful that they might at least announce a new IP like they have done since 2012 and last year. But it's kind of hard to say, because I think they're going to be focusing more of their attention on those two games as of right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a sequel to Rayman Legends comes about, I hear anything about Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is possible.
I'm actually gonna say I think this is the year we're gonna see Beyond Good and Evil 2. I think this is the year. Because if I recall, they did say that they were officially working on the console for, at the time, next-gen consoles.
Oh yeah,
So
right.
So I think this is the year. This is definitely the year we're gonna see a return of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
And we're probably going to see another Rabbids game.
And
Probably.
I'm gonna make a crazy prediction. Right on cue. But no, seriously, I have a crazy prediction, and it's in regards to both Ubisoft, EA, and surprisingly now 2K games. I feel like that one of them, with the whole Marvel license being taken away from Activision, I think it's gonna be announced at either EA's presser, at Ubisoft, or even 2K if they do one. That they're going to put out a press release saying that one of them has the full license to the Marvel characters and IP.
If it's EA, I'm going to be like, oh, they're going to make another Rise of the Imperfects? No, I'm just kidding.
Alright. I had something for Ubisoft. I think we'll see something with that engine that Child of Light was made with.
Yes.
There's
got to be at least something.
Actually, we probably will, because there's that upcoming game that's based on for World War I titled Valiant Hearts that's coming out for both PS4 and Xbox One this week.
I forgot, what's it called? UbiArt?
Yeah, UbiArt engine, yes.
Ubi.
But the company's called U instead of U. But
how do you pronounce the company first off?
Ubisoft.
I've been told.
I just always call it. I always just call it Ubisoft.
I called them Ubisoft for a long time, but then people said no, it's Ubisoft. That's correct. And I'm like, okay. I don't know.
And we'll probably see the first gameplay trailer for Far Cry 4.
We're probably both wrong.
Oh, yeah.
We're probably both wrong. It's probably Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. Ubisoft.
Oh no, it could be either, because the old saying tomato, tomato, it's either which way.
Yeah.
So, I think we'll see something with that art engine.
Yeah,
something.
but I also said, Jerry, that we'll probably see the first gameplay trailer for Far Cry 4.
Oh, yeah. Here's one that's not, I don't know how fun this will be, but, well, anyways, is there anything else for Ubisoft before I move on?
No, I don't think so.
Alright.
Really.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the next one I'm gonna go to Activision.
Skylanders Trap Team. That's all I'm gonna say.
I hear there's this game where Duty calls you.
Well, we know where that's gonna be announced and shown.
Yeah, and we do know that they're going to be showing off their next Call of Duty game, Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, and that's gonna be shown in front of Microsoft like it happens each and every year.
Of course.
Okay. Which I
And,
don't mind,
and Destiny.
I was just gonna say that. Good.
Okay,
move.
there's something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But seriously, Activision, we don't know.
Here we go. On a roll here.
But there's one thing I am hoping. I know we're talking about third party.
Uh-huh.
I hope we do hear from Sony on there, and I know this is first party, but this is entitled to third party since we're talking about this publisher.
Uh-huh.
I am really hoping, and there's been a lot of rumors about this, that we hear that Sony announces on their end that they actually reacquire the rights to Crash Bandicoot
Ooh.
by Activision.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
I think it will happen.
That would be a nice little surprise.
What about Spyro going back
Well,
to Insomniac games or whatever?
That's not gonna happen since how much, and that's the sad
Skylanders
thing about
making so much
Skylanders.
money.
Oh, of
He's
course.
a secondary character now.
I don't
Yes.
people don't even know who Spyro is, but they know Skylanders. It's like he's not even in that much.
Yeah.
It's like give Spyro back. We're making too much money on Skylanders. He's not even really in the game, so who cares?
Yeah.
But still make too much money.
Of course. But other than that, don't really know
Not
what
much.
else is coming up from Activision's side.
Much. And I don't
Unless
think
if they announce what their third game based on the Ninja Turtles property is going to be, which I'm thinking
Yeah.
is actually going to be based on the movie tie-in to the movie of the same name that's coming out in August.
Yeah, and I have to say this, but I don't think we're gonna hear anything on Activision's end in regards to upcoming Marvel comic property titles.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a done deal. They're not gonna make any more Marvel comic games, obviously, because of the whole license takeover that Marvel did recently earlier this year.
Well, we can all say that at least it was a good run.
Yeah,
I mean, there were some good games that came out of it.
and there
I think you need to fuel up.
were some crap too.
Oh yeah, there was some crap too, like X-Men Destiny.
Oh,
Oh man.
pain.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't
So
mean to bring
here's
it. But anyway,
here's
go
a
ahead,
question.
continue.
here's a question for another company.
Okay.
I'm not on the list anymore. I'm just going by memory now.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Concept.
Something special for you.
You know, Keiichi Inafune.
Mighty Probably we'll hear
projects.
more about. I do believe we're going to hear more about Mighty Number 9
Number
as
9,
well
yeah.
as well as that Gun Striker, Azure Striker Gunvolt or whatever that's coming out on 3DS. That's supposed to be like Mega Man, but
Yeah. He even looks like Volnut a little bit.
I
Yeah.
know. I think Inufune tries to send a message to Capcom.
Or do you
Give
think?
it to me.
Or do you think we might see?
Pretty much.
Or do you think we might see something that's in relation to the upcoming expansion to Soul Sacrifice that Inafune worked on?
Oh yeah. I could see a sequel to Soul Sacrifice being announced for Vita.
It's possible.
Or I wouldn't even mind this seeing a PS4 port of it.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, I think those are the only two things from Concept I actually know that.
I think those are two things they're working on.
Yeah, they're currently working on. Which, in all honesty, I am looking forward to both games, especially Azure Striker Gunvolt, which comes out this summer. Because I need my Mega Man fix again, and what Concept is doing is they're doing it fantastically.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about Square-Enix?
Oh, I forgot about them.
That's a good
How did I...
question.
So FF15.
Well,
Kingdom
We're
Hearts.
gonna see more of 15 than Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I agree, because I honestly believe we're going to be seeing more of that game before Kingdom Hearts 3, and I do believe that it is possible we might see a potential release of Final Fantasy 15 either at the end of this year or sometime next year.
I think you know it's a good thing you bring that up because I do think this is the year we're going to see the release date announced for 15.
Yes.
And then we're going to see the first full reveal trailer of Kingdom Hearts 3. Because honestly, I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be a late 2015, early 2016 game for us, to be honest.
Oh, of course. And this year we're getting Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 remix. And speaking of which, there was actually a screenshot blowout today that came up on news sites, so we might actually see some more information about when that game is actually going to release on the PlayStation 3 this year.
And also, we're obviously going to see something in regards to Kingdom Hearts 3 due to the fact I know none of us follow Hayden Panettiere on Twitter, but I did see a post from NeoGaf that did show her posting on Twitter her in full, full mocap that she is doing mocap for a game, and the only one I can think of that she's associated with is Kingdom Hearts. So
because of her playing the character Kairi.
Yeah, exactly.
So we actually do get to see her wielding a Keyblade in motion capture. Oh, nice.
Hey, we actually have equality for once in Kingdom Hearts.
That's yeah. Oh, yes. But other than that, on Square Enix's end, we'll probably see some more from Murdered Soul Suspect. I wasn't sure if that was something you guys have been kind of taking some interest in.
I've been keeping my eye on that game, and I actually pre-ordered the game. It looks really good.
Square Enix probably will see a localization of Dragon Quest VII on the 3DS for the West.
Actually, I'm gonna go even further on that, dude. Dragon Quest X for Wii U.
Oh God, they gotta make it happen.
They have to.
Yes, we still need our Dragon Quest fix, and they've been doing a good. Well, they've been doing a good job, in the past. But by God, where's our Dragon Quest X? Even though even though it's online, MMO online, make it free to play.
Not only that, Kyle, but also if Nintendo really wants to be competitive this year, like they've been saying they want to, have their own MMO worldwide will be a smart move for the Wii U. A really smart move.
Yeah, definitely. But what else on Square Enix is in? I really don't think anything else that comes to mind from Square Enix. But maybe we'll hear something from Bravely Second, the sequel to Bravely Default, but who knows?
Yeah, that's true, but I think we'll hear more about that either later this year or probably most likely Choco Game Show.
Probably. But other than that, I think that's it for Square Enix on my end.
That's all I got.
Let's see. Konami, we can confirm that Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, is going to be full focus.
Yeah, and from what we've heard, it sounds like this one's going to be even more of a gut-wrenching trailer than we saw last year with the reveal of Ground Zeroes. So,
with Konami's maybe no, it's not going to happen.
what?
They're not going to pull out Gradius. I wish.
You know,
nice.
you know what to see Konami do?
What?
A new Goemon game, but that's never gonna fucking
Oh
happen.
God, I want a new Legend of the Mystical Ninja.
Here's one that I want, especially if Killer Instinct's exclusive for Xbox, and Darkstalkers. If Darkstalkers doesn't happen, Sony needs an exclusive fighter. I would love to see Bloody Roar come back.
Oh
Yeah, that's
God,
right,
yes.
because Konami did buy Hudson Soft.
Yeah, and they got full rights to Hudson's properties. I wouldn't be surprised if Bomberman comes back, but actually done
Yeah,
right,
that's true. Yeah.
as opposed to what happened with Act Zero.
I thought that was a joke.
I did too. Ironically, I was like, wait, that's what?
Gotta be a joke. This can't be real, man.
Like what? Since we're talking about third parties, I got one.
What?
What do you guys think Tecmo's gonna announce?
Ninja Gaiden 4.
Is that guy supposed to impress me?
You know what?
Yeah.
That's a good move because they did hint that they were doing a PS4 exclusive. So that could be Ninja Gaiden 4. However, for multi-platform, it's gonna be a re-release of DOA 5 Ultimate for both Xbox One and PS4.
It is possible.
Something I think that Tecmo is going to show is on a DOA tip, more DLC.
Yeah,
because they already mentioned 2 more downloadable fighters coming out.
and that's why I brought up both Xbox One and PS4 ports, because they do have the potential to
Which at
re-release
this
the
point-
game for cross-generation. You know what I mean?
At this point, even though I don't know how likely it's going to happen, but I would like to see them just straight up. They're making all this for Ultimate. Like, just make it Part 6 already.
Yeah, don't let us wait. I agree too.
Like,
I agree
if
too.
they're working this hard on making characters, that means they want to make a Part 6. Just do it.
And not only that, but since they did already announce this, I do see an official U.S. announcement in regards to Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate coming to both PS4 and Xbox One.
Warriors
Yeah,
Orochi 3 Ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Now Tecmo Koei. So there's got to be a Dynasty, like another Dynasty Warriors or something.
Or Dynasty Warriors spin-off.
Or Kessen. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Yo, I had Kessen for PS2. I think I was the only guy I knew who played it. I don't know.
No, that's right.
Well, we might also see the new Fatal Frame that's being done for Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, that's right.
And
Okay.
but you want to know what I would like to see make a comeback?
What?
Monster Rancher.
I'm surprised that them hasn't made a comeback.
Yeah, I would like to see a reboot.
Because of the Pokemans.
I know.
That was like Pokemon, but like really for grown-ups in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but like
Uh-huh.
probably because Pokemon stomped it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's good. Though. It was good. I remember.
Oh
the
yeah, it
anime.
was fun.
And the games were cool because
The games were really unique.
Yeah, because in order to get monsters, you just put in different CDs.
Yeah, and you get very
That was pretty
unique.
cool.
You get very unique creations too.
That's the funny thing I always saw, that both Digimon and both Digimon and Monster Rancher, yes, wherever they were released, they were obviously clones or even inspired by Pokemon
Uh-huh.
to some degree. But there are more unique choices than Pokemon. The reason why Pokemon was popular is because it made more of a name of itself because of Nintendo, but also because it was easy to pick up and play.
Yes.
Being bare bones. I'm not being harsh. I'm just saying the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So how about this? All right, Tecmo Koei. That's Tecmo Koei, right? They don't have
That much.
they don't
Yeah.
have a lot, but what they do have, they work on a lot. It's almost like, let's not try and make a whole bunch. Let's try and make some, but really good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But now this one I was gonna bring up last. So if there's any more, tell me now before I bring this company up.
Okay.
Is there any other companies you can think of before I bring these guys up?
Go ahead. Well,
Go ahead.
We'll say afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously though, is there?
I don't think so.
I don't think
from
so.
my end.
Okay, I'll go. Then Sega.
Oh, yeah, that's who I was gonna say. I know we'll see more on Alien Isolation,
Yep.
and we'll finally get to see more information about Sonic Boom.
You know what?
That's right. Forget. Uh huh.
I wouldn't be surprised if they also announced another. That's like the first small snippet of the Sonic game that Sonic Team's doing too.
Oh yeah, the one that's for all next-gen platforms, PS4,
Wii
Xbox
U,
One, and Wii U.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I think we're gonna see Sonic Boom more at Nintendo's event, whatever it is.
Well,
Yeah.
it isn't exclusive yet.
Yeah. Well, but that doesn't mean that's the only Sonic title that's gonna be there. Because let's
Of
face
course.
it, that's Sega's cash cow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's put this in perspective. If you thought Marvel was milking Spider-Man dry, just can't wait till you know how
There's-
bad Sega's been doing out of Sonic for years.
There's properties that I didn't even know were owned by Sega, so I'm gonna do. I know Miku's gonna be there.
Hatsune Miku.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
She's Sega. I didn't
Project
know.
Diva F2nd.
You know, I don't get why it's popular here. I don't get the popularity. I'm just saying.
I mentioned that a long time ago, and people just got mad at me. They were like, I was like, why is Miku popular? Ah, you don't understand. I'm like, okay, jeez. I didn't say I hated her. I just said I don't get why
Yeah.
she's popular.
Mm-hmm.
You all right?
She's cute, but it's a character.
Yeah.
It scares me because it reminds me too much of Matt Cross Plus.
But other than that,
Hijack was a singer just like Hatsune Miku.
Oh my
And Sharon Apple all of a sudden decide to use her AI powers to hijack the Macross
I know.
and blow up a city. So that's why.
Yo, good for you. You brought up that reference, dude. Oh,
but
boy.
other than that, I really don't know what else Sega has cooking up their sleeve.
Sega, I probably. I mean, they haven't mentioned it. Probably not.
I wouldn't be
Sega Racer.
I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if they announced something new with Total War.
Oh yeah, that's right, because they own Ritual.
Yeah, and Total War is one of their big IPs, along with Sonic and what other one from Sega? I thought there was like 3 or 4 big IPs that Sega owns.
Nope.
No.
Sonic
Virtua Fighter.
Now one that Sega owns Atlas. We already mentioned Atlas's stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
We forgot to mention that it's technically Sega
You
as
know
well.
what? I wouldn't be surprised if we heard something in regards to Virtual Fighter, because is it, call me crazy, or is this year the 20th anniversary of Virtual Fighter 2?
I think you're right.
Of part 2.
Like for us, isn't it the 20th anniversary of
Virtual Fighter
the
2
News release?
Yeah.
Last year was Virtual Fighter's 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's got to be something.
There has to be. They have to be cooking up
Hopefully
VF6.
there's got to be a
Yeah.
6-man. Especially with Dead or Alive saying, "Come on, like the people over working at DOA are like, come on, Virtual Fighter, let's
Like step your game up, Sega.
Yeah.
like we like you, we want."
Uh-huh.
But Yakuza, maybe part 5 will finally get a release. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yakuza Isun or whatever?
Or
Ishin or Ishin?
Well, that's the spin-off, but there was actually a straight-up part 5 that got released.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh god, it's never gonna
Ishin
happen.
is,
It's never gonna happen like Shenmue 3.
Ishin came out. Oh god, I went. That was gonna be my. Speaking of Shenmue, Sega did instead of letting it go, they re-upped on their ownership of Shenmue.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
that was in the news recently.
Interesting.
You know, to be honest,
Maybe finally the HD remakes.
not only that, but if we ever get like both the HD remix and Inevitability, if it does well, 3,
Yeah.
I can't see 3 being an exclusive.
No.
It has to be a third-party release.
Unless one of the consoles pay for the development.
But see, that's the problem.
That's
I can't see it being exclusive, because if it's going exclusive, do you know how much money?
Yeah, I know.
They're not gonna be setting on. Yeah. But other than that, I can't really think of anything else from Sega.
No.
Alright, then that's my last
Oh
question.
my god! You know, I just realized in regards to Square,
What?
What?
dude, freaking oh shoot, 2 of them, the next Tomb Raider and freaking Sleeping Dogs Triad Wars.
Crap. Yeah. I was gonna bring up Tomb Raider during Square-Enix. I don't know why I didn't.
Because they are working on the sequel to the reboot, right?
They're working on that. They're working on like I just said, Sleeping Dogs 2 Triad Wars, and the current gen version of Deus Ex.
Oh, the next Deus Ex?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, alright. So, Sega's done?
Yeah, Sega's
Yeah.
done.
I mean, there people leave comments. You forgot this game, you forgot that game. That's how it is.
Yeah. But we listed a vast majority that we know that are gonna, be there or what.
We can't really go through everything, or else we'll be here
No.
Yeah.
So I want to wrap it up by asking the fun question.
Okay.
Just what's your craziest? Make a crazy prediction for E3. Extremely crazy as you want it to be.
Oh.
Well, you heard mine earlier.
Like
I
Shenmue
said.
3 coming out. Something like that.
Well, I can tell you a prediction.
Crazy one.
No news on The Last Guardian, but that's obvious.
Make a crazy one.
Suikoden's making a comeback with the 6th installment.
There you go. That's what I want to hear.
You know what's crazy?
What?
The Marvel license being given to WB Interactive.
There you go. Yes. And I'm gonna say that's crazy for a comeback. Wild Arms is coming back, y'all.
I wish it did.
Oh man. How about the next game that stars Musashi, either Brave Fencer or Samurai Legend?
They're gonna do an HD remake of Threads of Fate.
Ooh.
Well, you know, anything's possible. You know why?
Why?
And this ain't joking. You can look it up through Google. There's gonna be in the near future an HD re-release of Night Trap.
Wing Commander's coming back in big force. That's another
Oh
one.
my heart!
Resident Evil 2 remake finally being announced.
Oh my heart even more! Oh god.
Colony Wars, come back.
Now you just
The plan, fearlessly.
come on, man!
Just gonna knock on the door and say, "Hey,
Big Rig's getting a sequel finally.
rescue our friend."
Get out!
Oh.
The next game, we saw how popular Street Fighter Cross Tekken was, and Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. We decided to make Metal Gear Solid Cross Siphon Filter.
Ooh.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Actually, you know what make more sense? Metal Gear Solid Cross Splinter Cell when you think about it.
Yeah, but that's not crazy.
I know. I get what you're saying.
How about
But in all seriousness, I was just saying. Yeah.
we do a crossover between a really great fighting series and a really bad fighting game series. You want to know what it is? Dead or Alive cross Kasumi Ninja.
No, you know, it'd be awesome.
What?
An HD re-release of Balls.
HD balls.
Hey.
Not 3D balls. HD balls.
We're gonna do a sequel to the game everyone's been asking a sequel for, Bubsy 3D 2.
You know you want it.
You know you want it.
Extreme Hyper Edition for PlayStation 4, son.
How about ActRaiser 3?
That would actually be good.
That would be good. Yeah.
Reshelled is coming back, but with a brand new sequel. That's about to suck as the original as much.
You know, it'd be nice and it's crazy, but I don't see it happening.
What?
A new Quake game done by Machine Games.
Oh man. Yeah.
Quest
Or
6.
even more popularly, Wild Hog. The Flying Wild Hog, the guys that did Shao Warrior.
Well, here's one like Colony Wars and all that I'd like to see back. Hey, we decided we saw Killer Instinct. We're gonna make a new Road Rash.
No. You know, be crazy. I would freaking hate if it turned out to be true.
What?
If 3D Realms announced they got the rights back to Duke Nukem.
Oh man.
But Road Rash is good.
I know, but I'm bringing one that I know people would hate for obvious
okay.
reasons.
Bring back the good with the hate. Okay. I get it.
Oh,
Keep the balance.
yeah, exactly.
Clayfire getting rebooted.
You know what? They were gonna do that, but
They were,
that was canned.
yeah, didn't they say they were like doing a re-release of Clayfire 63 in a third, but they were going to call it Call of Putty or Call of Pooty?
We're gonna, you know, Capcom is like, yo, okay, we heard everybody talking about Mega Man, so how about we do a re-release of the best Mega Man game ever, Mega Man 7.
You know, I actually like 7, so I wouldn't mind.
A lot of people didn't know.
Actually, if you want to dig that more into it, how about we revive Mega Man, but use the incarnation from freaking Captain N.
No.
My
We heard that
name
you
is
like-
Mega Man, and I talk with a very raspy voice.
Yo, a Mega Man game starring him. Yeah, definitely.
No.
Hey, you know what
Bad
the sad
box
thing
art
is?
Mega Man came in. Why not him? Why not Emphysema Mega Man?
Exactly. But you know what the sad thing is?
What?
With how Capcom runs these days, I can actually see that being a possibility.
My name is Mega Man. I have a raspy voice, and I'm actually the box art cover of Mega Man 1 Mega Man. With a gun, and I'm all fat like I was with Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
You've got to add one more. Mega Man.
Okay.
And my sister Roll's in the game, and she is a hooker, like she is in Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Perfect! Oh god, perfect! You win the internet.
Yes.
No, you know, be nice. I know it's not gonna happen. Guess what? We at Nintendo decide let's revive Mega Man Legends 3, and then 20 minutes after that, Capcom gets the rights back to just cancel it forever.
Oh God. I hate
Alright,
him.
so
Anyway,
so,
I think I'm all
yeah. How long has this been going?
for about an hour and 14 minutes.
Alright, see, you said it's gonna be short. And I said I had
But
to
it's not
wait
as long as the Nintendo episode.
Oh yeah, that was.
So let's to wrap this up. That's what we think. Anything to plug? What's the main places for the Game Riffers?
You can find the Game Riffers on YouTube through youtube.com/TheGameRiffers. That's where we do our Rift Table Arcade, and hopefully we can get back on track with doing more Game Riffers episodes or Riffables sometime in the near future. But you can also find us on Facebook as well as Twitter, I think, right?
Yep.
We have Twitter? Did you make one?
You know what?
But by the time this episode goes up, one of us will have
Probably
made a
will.
Twitter.
Yeah, and
Definitely
we
have a Tumblr.
and by the
Definitely
time
have a
when by the time when Command Break comes about, we will have an official home by there.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yes. But yeah, you can find us there at those three places.
Gotta make an official Facebook page too.
Yeah, definitely.
So YouTube and Tumblr are already there. Twitter, one of us will make. Same with Facebook. So,
Right.
Yo.
by the time. So
And,
yeah.
we hope to do a bit more marketing to try to get us well known.
Oh
Well,
right.
We've been working on that, right, Jerry? Speaking
Yes.
of which,
Yes. This whole E3 predictions is for a reason, people. We are going to actually, like we always do every year on the Akari cast, but now it's the Rift Table, but it's going to be the Akari, because I'm going to because it's the Akari cast is still a thing, so anyways, we do a stream every year where we watch press conferences, and and more details will come out that we've already decided on, but I decide, we'll tell them as time goes on our Twitters or something.
Yeah.
But right now, just know that we watch the press conferences and we discuss them, and then after each press conference, we grade them.
Mm-hmm.
And then after all that is done, the actual E3 event is over. We do another podcast, either here or both here and on the Akari Cast, where we take the time after the event with our collected thoughts and again state with cooler heads.
Yes.
Well, what we thought about the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we do, we talk about E3. It's fun, but then we realize, okay, we were probably too excited. So we do two shows. One where we're super hype and one where we're super
calm.
tired.
Yeah, and just so you know, we will be doing a Rift Table Arcade on our final thoughts on E3 as well. So
Of course.
I'm pretty sure that Paul would love to get in his 2 cents about that too, since he probably won't be joining us for a vast majority of the whole thing.
It's sad that I finally come on. We're hoping that all 4 of us are, but
I
instead,
know.
Yeah.
it's almost like, are me and Paul the same guy?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised too. But
When he's gone, I'm here. When I'm gone, he's there.
I think I
And
may.
well, he's
I think I may.
gone.
Need,
You're here.
I think I may need to ask him. May need to ask him for his phone number or whatever, and I could probably text him or something. Since we still, are good friends from college and all.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So, after plugging, that's about that. We are doing a stream. Check that out. We give the URL, or so people can pre-subscribe or no?
I think we can, but we can put it in the description.
Okay then.
Yeah.
In the description, people.
Yeah, it's in the description, and I'll have Jerry or Jeff link me the place so that way we can get that up. But yeah, you can actually find our our live reactions during the streams over on twitch.tv/ for FighterXaos, or under FighterXaos' Twitch account.
Yeah, twitch.tv
We
/FighterXaos.
will make an official GameRiffers one right after E3. I decided
Yes.
we should do that. I'm going to do that right after E3.
Yes.
The only reason I can't do it now is because the way Twitch works, if I went and made a GameRiffers account and tried to stream there, my computer would not let me because they do not support what I use to stream anymore on a new account. So it for it's all crap, but don't worry, we'll make one anyways, and I'll just have Kyle or Jeff stream there.
Okay. Yeah.
But for now, for the E3 stream, it'll be mine.
Okay.
Not because I'm selfish, but I just gave you the reason.
Right.
I don't want people to think, oh, he's selfish.
Yeah. Anyway.
But alright, how about you guys? What you got to plug?
For me, you can catch me on my YouTube channel almost every week. I'm doing a lot more 2 cents videos, and I got a new one lined up that's kind of in the vein of what Gaijin Goomba does on his YouTube channel, where he delivers his 2 cents on certain subjects, and I kind of wanted to do one based on the Legend of Zelda series, where I feel that the main series in general, should be at that point right now where it should have voice acting, like traditional, actual voice acting.
You're talking about Zelda, right?
Yeah, the Zelda series.
Yeah.
In the main series done by Nintendo. Not the ones that were in the past from the TV show or the CDI games, because they were not endorsed by Nintendo. They had no
That's true.
they had no affiliation to them whatsoever.
You know, I don't feel like it's going to happen, but I do agree with you. I think it needs.
But I know, as I said, and I'll say this as a disclaimer, it's just an opinion piece. Nobody has to agree with me, but they're just my own 2 cents. And you can also, like I said, you could also wait for me on other opinion pieces coming from that as well. I just started started working on my review for Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. That's on the PSN, so hopefully look out for that sometime in the future. And more episodes of both The Wonderful 101 and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney of my Double RPG Let's Play series under Double RPG Gamer for Solo will be up in the future, so yeah, you can catch me there at both YouTube channels. So yeah, this is Double RPG, and that's all I have to say on this subject matter.
On my end, you can follow me on Twitter through twitter.com/16bitjeff. I also do have a YouTube account, but currently at this moment, it's on hiatus due to some personal issues, but it will be up later in the year. As well, hopefully, my site that Double R mentioned earlier with Command Break, that should be up, going up and ready to be up either by late this year, early next year. But as always, you can hear my amazing, awesome voice through this YouTube account, as always, on youtube.com/TheGameRiffers.
So sexy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Rich. Or should I call you Sexy Coco, since we're talking about him?
Oh, God, really?
PS triple.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Anyway. So, yeah, I think
How about me?
What about you, Jerry? Any plugs from you?
Yeah, you can find my YouTube channel, youtube.com/BradBurnsRival FighterXaos, but the URL couldn't change. You can find my Twitch, which they just said, that's where the E3 stream is going to be happening, so you definitely want to subscribe there. You get an email knowing right when we go live. Twitch.tv/FighterXaos. It'll be in the description anyway.
Yep.
Twitter.com/IkariRadio, IkariRadio, same as my Tumblr. Anything else that I do? DeviantArt, FighterXaos. Just like on Twitch.
Yeah.
FighterXaos.
Okay.
Pixiv.me/FighterXaos as well, same spelling. And Hirotaku.com. That one is pretty. I'm a staff member there only, but they're worth mentioning.
Yeah.
They'll probably get mad at me that worth mentioning. That's it.
That's right.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, folks.
I do comic book reviews there.
Oh, cool. All right, folks. Well, with that all out of the way, that concludes our road to E3. And that was part 4, the final episode. And since E3 is just right around the corner, next time we will meet is going to be during or after the event. So whatever we decide, it'll be up to us. But be on the lookout for that after, or sometime during or after E3. But as always, we all hope you enjoyed this episode. And to sign off, this is Double RPG.
It's 60-minute Jeff.
FighterXaos.
And we'd like to say to you all, Godspeed and game on, gamers. We'll see you at E3.